Well then, it's time to get going. We're going to be using Valamar's power this time too, right? Yeah, the spirit path is going to be our best bet for traveling. His mana should be recovered by now. Yes, he should have more than plenty after resting a whole day. I take it all of you are well rested too? Yep. I'm fine, thanks. Come to think of it, what happened to Tobal and Captain Claire? I'm not sure, they headed off somewhere early this morning. Sorry for the delay, I thought we'd be back before now. Where did you two go? We decided to do one more round to check Ymir's defenses. I wanted to make sure the communications equipment that I modified yesterday was functioning properly too. Good news is, everything's in tip-top shape. Which means Ymir's now got a line of communication with the 4th Armored Division and the RMP. Really? Talk about convenient. Still, Tobal and I are in agreement that it wouldn't be wise for us to leave the village completely unguarded. So a few of us should stay behind and keep an eye on things around here. That's probably for the best, yeah. Good idea. The bigger our group is, the more likely we are to stand out as suspicious, even if we do use the spirit path. To even things out, I think it'd be better if Tobal or you stayed behind, Captain. You read my mind. I think a couple of you guys should probably stick around too. We can discuss that while walking along the valley. There's no point in splitting up right here, right now. But try and make your mind up before you get to Valamar. Sure thing, let's get going. We'll see you in a bit, Mom. Alright, take care. I need all of you to come back here to me as soon as you can, okay? Of course, we'll be back before you know it. And with more of our friends in tow. Alright, here we are again. Is he still asleep? Looks that way. Valamar, can you hear me? Reawakening from inactive state. Reboot complete. Awakener and secondary contractor waveforms detected. Good, he's recovered enough mana. Man, he really is amazing. Huh, I think I'm starting to get used to him, weird as that sounds. Okay, where to, guys? We should probably double check where everyone currently is first. Valamar, can you update us on where the others are? Repeating search. 3 of the remaining secondary contractors are to the northeast in the Nord region. 3 are to the south-southeast in the Legram region. All vital signs appear normal. They're still alive. It sounds that way. Well, if nothing happened to me, there's no way anything could happen to the rest of us. I'm glad they're okay. Yeah, still, there's no time to waste. Like Tobal said, where to next? Both Nord and Legram are about the same distance away from here. I think Nord's a little bit closer though, if I recall. Any objections to going there? Yes, me. I object because Laura's probably not in Nord and I want to get Laura. Nord is Gaia's home, right? I've never been, so I'm actually kind of excited to go. I'm in the same boat as Elliot. Considering it's not actually Erebonian territory, I wouldn't be surprised if the war hasn't had much impact there too. I wouldn't be so sure. You have any info on that, Captain? I'm afraid not. We don't really have any resources to spare that far north at the moment. However, I do know that the elite 3rd Armored Division is stationed there. It's not hard to imagine there being a rise in conflict between them and the Nordia Provincial Army. That's true. We'll have to keep on our toes in Nord as much as anywhere else. Still set on heading to Nord? We're going to be in danger regardless of where we go. So yeah. Besides, 3 of us are over there. A little danger is not enough to stop me from seeing them again. Agreed. Plus, it'd be nice to let everyone else know that you're alive too, Rean. Nord sounds good to me too. That's that then. We'll leave as soon as you're ready. Just make sure you figure out who's coming and who's staying first. Time to go. I'll leave Ymir in your care, you two. Don't worry, we'll take care of everything here. Ymir will be just fine, or I'm not a bracer. Take care, guys. Don't worry about us. We'll bring the others back safely, promise. We'll be back as soon as we can. So if you're wondering, because I'm edited out my choosing portion, Claire goes because I like Claire better than Tobal, pretty much, but also who you take for the adults on these missions, the number of times you take them, actually matters for an item that you get later in the game. And Tobal, in my opinion, has the worst item, so I wouldn't want to take him anyway, if I did like him, to be honest. For Fee and Elliot, I need for my healer. I mean, he's just the best healer in the game. And Emma's the only other real healer. And I don't know... I know when we get Emma, but I don't know when we get Emma. That's me keeping secrets. And then Fee... And it was like Fee and Machias, it was just like, okay, well, it could be either one of them, so I just took Fee. We'll be counting on you. Well then, we should be going. The Highlands are well known for their vastness. We're going to need to be very careful once we arrive. Celine, we're ready when you are. And ready I am. Valimar, open the spirit path. Our destination is the Nord Highlands to the northeast. Acknowledged. Activating spirit path. This isn't my first time using the route or anything, but still. It feels weird though. But our classmates are waiting somewhere on the other side of this. Yeah, and we'll stop at nothing to bring them back. Where are we? Looks like we made it. This stone circle is in the southern part of the Northern Highlands. Funnily enough, this is where we first met Milliam. Oh, really? So, you guys fought here. Huh, I heard all about that from Milliam, actually. This spot's fairly high up, too, so it won't be easy to see from ground level. We should be able to leave Valimar here without him being found. Celine's right, this area is an excellent place to keep Valimar. That aside, this view is spectacular. My work allows me to see different places all across Erebonia, but I've never seen anywhere quite like this. Yeah, it's stunning. So, this is where Group A got to spend its field study for June, huh? Anyway, I think we should get moving. We need to start gathering information on where everyone might be. I say we start by heading to either the settlement or to the north of Zinder Gate to the south. Either the settlement to the north or Zinder Gate to the south. The settlement's where Gaius is from, right? Zinder Gate's where the 3rd Armor Division is stationed too. It's the perfect choice if we want to go somewhere with plenty of people around. Yeah, they're both a ways away on foot, but either one's worth a shot. Sounds good, let's go. Okay, so here's the thing about Nord. I love Nord, especially in the first game. It was awesome. In the first game, it's my favorite zone by far, hands down. No contest really. Okay, let me start over again because I went into combat. First game, absolutely loved Nord. Nord Highland is gorgeous.
Look at them flying around without a care in the world. Black kites? Or maybe hawks?
It's really pretty. The music's fantastic. You get to ride a horse around in a huge zone. This zone is so big, guys. But that's part of the reason why in 2 I hate it. I hate this zone because they start you off on foot. There's no horse. Is that gunfire? Yeah. Look, over there. You aren't getting away. This is the end of the road for you, 3rd Armored Division. Curse Noble Alliance and their moving hulks. All units fire, don't let them escape. You're finished. Yeah. What the hell? Where'd that come from? An ambush? Damn them, how long have they been there? Aim at their feet. All units, concentrate your firepower. Yes, sir. Ah, that damn one-eyed smartass. We'll let him have this one. Withdraw to the watchtower. We need to regroup. Sir. The Panzer Soldats are withdrawing. Fortunately, we were able to keep losses to a minimum. The old model tanks performed acceptably as well. Should we pursue them? No, let them leave. We may have the advantage now, but they still have plenty of strength remaining. Launching a full-on assault now would be playing right into their hands. All units, return to Zender Gate. Recover the wounded and prepare for our next battle. Sir, yes, sir. Whew, I'm glad that's over. Yeah, but I guess even a place as far out as Nord couldn't avoid becoming a battlefield. The Soldats might be simple copies of the Divine Knights, but those soldiers still did well in repelling them. That was one of the strategies the army developed to hinder the Soldats' mobility and make them easier to handle. Their execution was brilliant, to say the least. Every one of their units worked together flawlessly. It's clear as day how both the Lieutenant General and his division gained their stellar reputation. Yeah, they're no pushovers. Dad's division is known as the strongest, but the 3rd Armored Division could easily give him a run for the Mira. Well, the one positive out of this is that we know now the Lieutenant General is holding out alright. But why did the Noble Alliance choose to retreat in that direction? I mean, that's where the Imperial Army's watchtower is. Maybe something's happened there that we don't know about yet. And the fastest way to figure that out is to ask the soldiers at Zender Gate. That sounds like a good idea. I'm sure they won't mind answering a few questions after that last battle. Hopefully, let's get moving.
I can't believe there are soldats out here.
They couldn't use the railway, so that just leaves...
Please tell me that's Zender Gate.
We're almost there.
Yeah, As great as this zone was in the first game with horseback, they start you off on foot. It's terrible. It's terrible. As you can see, it takes forever to get anywhere.
We're finally here.
Xander Gate sure is imposing.
And well guarded, too.
I'm not surprised. I doubt that was the first battle to take place here since the war started. I just hope the Lieutenant General is able to meet with us.
Who goes there?
Whoa, hang on a sec.
What are a bunch of civilians like you doing in a place like this? You sure don't look like you're from the settlement.
Put your hands in the air.
Please wait. We come in peace. While I may not be traveling in military uniform, I am Captain Claire Revelt of the Railway Military Police. If at all possible, we'd like to request a meeting with Lieutenant General Vander.
You're the Icy Maiden?
The rest of us are students at Thor's Military Academy. We only just arrived at the Highlands.
Thor's, you say? Wasn't there a bunch of students from Thor's who came here on a field study a few months back? Well, now that you mention it, young man, you do look kind of familiar.
Rest assured, they are exactly who they claim to be.
Lieutenant General.
Good day, sir.
So he's...
It has been some time, Rean Schwarzer of Class VII. I presume those of you I don't recognize are classmates whose field studies took place elsewhere.
Yep.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Good day, General.
I'm impressed you were able to make it here. The ferocity of this war raging around us grows worse by the day. Come, it would be my honor to speak with you and field any questions you may have in my office.
The Watchtower has been overtaken by the Noble Alliance? I'm afraid so. It happened not long after the war began. They've been using it as a base of operations from which to attack Zendergate. Now we have to fight off their offensive from both sides of the border. Sounds like a bad situation to be in. Wow, it sounds like you have it even tougher than Dad does over at Gorelia. The situation here is certainly less than ideal. We've been doing all we can to hold out, even resorting to using the old model tanks. It's been successful so far, but... I see. Sounds like it's only a matter of time before the gate falls. Celine? She's not mistaken, I'm afraid. Without a significant development in our favor, I expect this base to fall within the month. We're doing all we can to avoid that, but it is a possibility we must accept sooner or later. If I may ask, how did the Watchtower fall into enemy hands to begin with? I imagine it would have been well guarded, considering it was built to keep watch on the Republic. It was. The soldiers there would have been highly vigilant too, thanks to the attack mere months prior. However, none of us could have imagined the card that the Alliance would play to take it from us. I understand you may find this hard to believe, but we have reason to believe the Alliance has temporarily joined hands with the Republic. You're kidding. They formed an alliance with Calvard? But that doesn't... Erebonia and Calvard are enemies. Are you absolutely certain? Because you're right, sir. I do find it hard to believe. I am. The soldiers who were stationed at the Watchtower at the time have testified as such. The day it fell, they came under attack by Republican airships. And, while they were focused on fighting those off, They were attacked by Erebonian ships full of soldats from the west. They didn't stand a chance. Oh no. There seems to be no room for doubt in that case then. Erebonia and Calvard have been at each other's throats like cats and dogs for forever though. I would have thought the Alliance would understand just who they were making a deal with. Looks like what we have here is a case of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. It gets worse. Ever since the Watchtower fell, all of our orbital communications have cut out too. That's true for the whole Highlands actually, so we can't even call for reinforcements from the mainland. I see. Well, that sure doesn't sound like a coincidence. Ha, we're inclined to agree. From what we can tell, there's nothing wrong with the communications equipment itself. I just wish we could get in contact with Gwyn. Oh? I do recall getting information saying that Gwyn Reinford was staying here in Nord. He definitely would be the ideal person to discuss technological issues with. Yeah, if anyone could get to the bottom of this, it's him. Of course, if you could just call him and ask, you wouldn't need his help to begin with. It really does sound like we should do something to help here. You needn't concern yourselves with us. This war is between us and the Alliance. Exactly, leave the fighting to us and focus on the task you came here for. We have no intention of relying on the help of your Divine Knight. I would rather you use it to protect yourselves anyway. You have no reason to suffer because of this war. Besides, you've come all this way. I'm sure Gaius would very much like to see you. Gaius is here? I believe so. I haven't met with him yet myself, but he left a message for me with one of my men. He supposedly returned here roughly a week ago with several other students. He said that he wanted to assess the situation before taking off to his home settlement to the north. Then he should be back home by now, which means we know exactly where to find him. The fighting here grows more fierce with every sunrise. I won't stop you from going after your classmates, but I would ask that you be careful not to get caught up in any of the fighting. The nomads are preparing to move their settlement further north to avoid getting drawn into it themselves, I believe. Really? Sounds like we need to head north quickly. That would be prudent, yes. I suggest you use the horses we have here at the gate if you're in a hurry. You can use the same ones you rode during your field study. That way, you'll already be used to handling them. Thank you for your kindness, sir. We appreciate it, sir. Alright, let's head for the settlement. It should only be an hour away on horseback. Hey, Rean. I've never ridden a horse before. It doesn't really seem like something I could pick up quickly either. Same. I know how to ride one, so if one of you rides on my back and the other rides with Rean, we shouldn't have any trouble. Regardless, we should hurry. The sooner we can reach the settlement, the better. Could I ride with Claire and the two of you just stumble around with no help? No? Oh, okay. Right.